I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened.
So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you.
No, Sam.
Go back, Sam! I'm going to Mordor alone.
Of course you are! And I'm coming with you!
Alright. Everybody use themselves and their character in like a general overview. Don't go into your backstory. Don't like list your abilities. Just like what are you playing? What do you look like?
Okay. I'm playing a fighter bard named Malus Misty. And I'm like an older, like sort of like late 30s, early 40s guy that is like got a few scars on his face, kind of grizzled, like soldier veteran type guy.
Okay.
And I fight with a longsword and I have a lute.
Alright, who's next? Alex, are you here?
Yup. I was like trying to figure out how to do the damn picture thing. But character's name is Agalor. I am a high elf. I'm a ranger druid, and I'm wearing obviously like an elf. I have white hair.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing like a fucking armor made out of like tree bark, and it's I'm probably a young adult elf, so probably around 200 something years old. So I'm pretty edgy.
You're an edgelord.
Yeah, 200. Elves live to like 800,000.
200's a baby.
So,
Alright, so we got Malos and Agalor.
Oh, I forgot to mention my guy's a human, and he's like 6'2", and he's got like leather armor on.
So y'all are both 2 classes?
Yeah.
You can multi-class, according to what I read, you can multi-class starting out like we're level 2. As long as you meet the
You
prerequisites.
go 1 and 1.
Yeah, 1 and 1.
you just go 1-1.
Yeah, you go 1-1. As long you have to meet certain requirements on your stats.
Yeah.
In order to multi-class. So like, in order for me to multi-class as a bard, I had to have like 13 charisma.
That's cool. I didn't look that much into it. I'll go next. My name is Darian Elatarl. I'm a paladin, half-elf. Age 65, which is kind of like mid-age for a half-elf. I think like until about 180 or so. 5'8", 180, pale skin, blue eyes, silver hair. And yeah, just paladin.
Okay.
I'm a monk
Sweet.
from a desert city. My name's Sirocco. I'm in my early 30s. And no armor.
You human?
Only use a spear. I'm a human.
Sirocco, like the wind from The Alchemist.
Is that what? No.
That's
But yes.
yeah, that's actually like what they call
This is literally like a random name generator for a desert character.
He's like, I'll take that though.
Alex's character.
Isn't that one of the winds? Like some of the desert people call the
And
The
it's
way-
also
the
a
Alchemist?
car, only produced in.
I will say Alex's character has
Written.
been through a transformation. He put it through the ringer. There's a lot of iterations. This is
Oh,
like
this is like
heavily
iteration
designed.
6.
Did
Okay,
mine
I'll
just
go.
switch to God?
I'm a
Yep.
young dwarven cleric. Like real young, like in my 20s. I have a crossbow and a mace.
Dang, yeah, that is young for a dwarf.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I think that's about it.
So wait, you said you're a cleric too?
Yeah,
And your name's Krunan?
my name's
Dope.
Krunan. Yeah, that's important.
Okay.
All of us are fucking assholes. Nobody chose healer, so Kyle had to choose healer.
Like half healer.
Yeah, weren't you originally
Oh yeah, I guess
a
John's a
wizard?
paladin.
In what you said?
Oh, I am. I'm skilled in
I was gonna say, Alex
Herbalism.
should probably heal.
poisons, heal, things like that.
Trying to find a good fighter bard picture. There's not many.
Just
I'm just
get
gonna
the
take a
picture of
picture of
Picard.
from Dune.
Get the picture of Picard as Gurney Halleck.
that's what I was thinking. Go get Picard, but I don't want my character to be bald. In my mind, he has like
You fucking asshole.
sandy blonde hair. Yeah, fuck you, Al.
Photoshop it.
We can suspend our disbelief. Yeah, just put some sandy blonde hair on Picard's head.
If anyone
saw
can do
it.
it, you can do it.
Hey Dylan, did you see it on Twitter the other day? So like someone posted a picture of Picard with like
Yeah,
a wig,
with a
and then
wig,
they were
'cause
just like, "This is from like test episodes because they wanted Picard
Yeah,
to have hair."
they're gonna have him wear a wig because like the fact that he was bald was like a contention point for casting him in TNG. But then they decided that in the Advanced Scientific Society they wouldn't care about being bald at all because they'd move beyond vanity and money.
Yeah, go find that picture. Just
Yeah.
gonna be Picard with hair.
It's fine.
That's what you're RPing, Picard with hair.
All right, I've changed my. Never mind, I'm bald.
Oh,
You just retconned your entire like backstory. Hair was dependent upon everything. I'm rewriting.
hair was dependent on everything.
All right, whatever.
I'm set.
All right, but for me, like most of my roles, I'm gonna be doing like physical world roles because y'all don't need to see mine, so I can just fudge the numbers.
Or
and
hear a
fuck
bunch
y'all
of
over.
dice sounds.
I can complete fuck y'all over whenever I want. You can't.
You're gonna hot mic us with dice.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do a test roll because I'm rolling them like in a little like box so they don't go everywhere. You can see how loud this sounds.
Could be worse.
That's awful.
Yeah,
I
so
don't trust
y'all
you.
will know whenever.
Sounds like someone's falling really far away.
That's good. That's not. It could be worse. Yeah, I bought some like metal dice that are really loud and awful. Trying to think of any other functionality with
Yeah, you
roll
can just
20.
refresh too. I think it works.
So basically, what do y'all see on y'all's screen right now? Just like the city of Wake picture.
John's picture looks terrible because it's all scrunched up because the aspect ratio's fucked.
Wait, Aguilar's Nick Cage?
Dude, John? Wait, who's the elf thing?
I don't have a.
I mean,
Do I have a thing?
I'm the elf thing. No, who's the guy next to me? Who's Krunen?
That's me.
Yeah.
I can't.
No,
figure out
Aguilar,
how to change
you're Nick Cage right there. That's a human. That card, that magic card is
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
That's not
What?
an elf.
That came out in like, what was that like? That's like M15 or
You
something.
can like turn into a bird.
I don't
or
know.
a
I
bear.
don't know anything on a fucking magic set past like.
That's a
I
magic
I'll
card.
send you a better
I think it was
picture
like
later.
M15.
Magic card?
I'll PM you a better picture.
don't want Nick Cage. That's for damn sure.
No, you don't. Okay. Okay. If you click anywhere on the map and hold it down, you can like do a ping like that. So that's
Okay.
useful if you want to like point things out, or it's mainly for me to point where things might be points of interest. /whisper, and then I'll type in like Agalor. You suck. So you should have gotten that message and no one else. Okay.
Krunen. Your last name is Onyx Arm. That's lore as fuck for a dwarf.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
that
let
is a
you
good
know.
ass name. It's a good ass name.
I had some
All right.
assistance.
I see all the pictures.
I used the generator for my first name, and then I took Father John Misty and stuck it on. He's one
All I
of my
think
favorite
of-
singers. So.
All I think of
Made
when I
sense for a
see your
bard.
name, Will, is Misty.
Oh,
All this
I'm
work.
just gonna make my picture like someone fat cosplaying Link.
Please do. Let's get going.
Yeah, I know. We're going into. So going into y'all's like why you're here in Wake. Y'all tell me like where y'all are in the city right now. You don't have to explain. You can do it later. You'll have an opportunity later. But explain to me where you are. Just like in the city right
Wait, are
now.
we supposed to have like specific? Is there a map of Wake?
No, you just tell me where
Or
you would be
you
in a
just want
city
me-
that has all
Okay.
the normal sites and
Yep.
locations.
Okay.
I've like got like a hood over my face, sort of. I've got kind of a cloak on because I don't really want to be seen, and I'm sort of walking around sort of the grungier part of the city, and I appear to be looking for someone.
Okay.
I'm walking out of a brothel.
With a barter in the town market.
Wait, say this first part again.
Trying to haggle in the market with a merchant.
Okay.
I'm in the town center, talking to everyone I can.
I'm in the chapel, worshipping.
Good boy, John.
The good boy.
Paladin.
Sweet boy.
He's your foil, Alex. You're both worshiping.
We-
Alex is just worshiping a real god.
Worship the whoopee.
Alex is RPing Tiger Woods.
Okay. So, each of y'all in your separate locations, either after you're done with your business, wherever you specifically are, or during. Because you said you're like walking out of the brothel. We can just say it happens while you're still in the brothel.
I wouldn't leave.
Yeah, you'd still be in there. So each of you is approached by a lady. And she's above average height. She has crimson red hair. She's wearing like a huge like robe. Based on where you are. So let's say in the chapel, she's wearing like her like wizardly robes. So this is how she appears to you, Darian. In the town center, haggling in the market center, she has like adventuring gear on. She's like dressed like a normal person. Malos, she appears to you. She's also wearing like a hood. And in the brothel, she's wearing like low cut dress that's like revealing, and she has like a shapely figure. This is the same person, and this is what she looks like. So the screen should have just changed for everyone.
Okay.
So she appears before you in the various descriptions I gave.
Wait, how did you see her?
I just switched. Did that switch for everyone? No, it didn't. I have to just drag the players over. So what do y'all see now on your screen?
Ah, she's a babe.
Yeah.
Days back.
So she approaches you and she tells you she wishes to speak. Now, before you even have a chance to like really respond, she tells you who you are. She knows your name, first and last name. She knows where you're from, and she even knows what you're doing there in Wake, in some detail. And she doesn't reveal how she obtained that knowledge, but she just starts talking like really fast. She said, "I go by Faye. I'm a wizard."
I react fairly hostily and ask who she is and how she knows that.
She says she's going to explain in a moment, but she needs to introduce herself before. She says she goes by Faye. I'm a wizard. You might have heard of me. I don't really care if you have or not. It might make you pay more attention to things I'm about to say, or my subsequent promises to you are more credible. But honestly, you should just listen to everything. So she pauses here, and in your various locales, you note that everyone in the surrounding area is like gawking at her. Most are silent. Many have entirely stopped what they're doing to stare and perhaps listen. She pauses. She looks. She takes note of that, kind of in an obvious way, and then she continues. I believe in speaking plainly when possible. You should believe the things I have to say because it's simply the smart thing to do. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're going to have to trust me on that, just as I am about to trust you. I need your help with something, you specifically. Don't take this lightly. It's a job, a mission specifically, To put it plainly, I need you to go somewhere and retrieve something for me, tell no one about it, and then return it to me. Do so, and you will have earned yourself a valuable reward. The specifics of this reward will be up to you. You simply tell me what you want, and I will supply it to the best of my own abilities. I hope you understand what I mean. This isn't a game or a prank or any kind of joke. But let me fill in a little more detail. It might be a dangerous road, which is why I need able-bodied individuals, people capable of handing themselves in the wilderness of this world to someone like yourself. You will be heading north of here into the Outlands to an old Orcish religious site, a small temple in the desert. I am honestly unsure what the current state of the place and surrounding area is in now, but my divination pinpointed it to be there, within this place. I can show you to its relative area on a map easily enough. Possible aggressors include, and then she goes on this long list of common and uncommon monsters or creatures or factions you may or may not have heard of. She finishes with orcs, and maybe some mercenaries. But I expect you to be able to handle yourself against any and all of this. I know enough about each of you to expect that. And that reminds me, if you do choose to take this job, you won't be alone. You'll be accompanied by others I have under my hire. So I hope you play well with others, or you're going to have to learn how, because you'll be entrusting your life to them if you choose to take the job. Altogether, any opposition you encounter should be quite manageable as a group, I trust. So what you're retrieving is a small thing. It's a key. It's a key to unlock a door I need to open. I won't say anything more yet, but if you wanted to ask what my purpose was in wanting this thing, I would tell you it is to further the good of the realm, or something like that. If that isn't your fancy, then take your pick of something else, and it would be that also. She pauses for many moments here. I don't like to explain myself. I will say, if you play your cards right, you will one day get to know exactly what this door is I speak of, and maybe see what's inside it. And that brings me to my final point. Before you decide on this proposition I proposed, and before you dictate any potential reward, let me tell you something I haven't yet. You have my consideration right now. Weigh that in your mind. Whether my reputation precedes me or not, it is the truth. You are being considered. The fact that I'm even speaking with you, that I am here standing before you, is no small matter in this regard.
Wait, hold on. Will said that his power just flickered. I don't know if he's still in here.
Oh, really?
Will? Hello?
Nope.
Yep.
That might have been him.
There he goes.
Okay, we're on pause.
We need a voice actor for Faye. I can't get into it.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I...
Let me
Did
say
you practice
this.
a Faye voice?
The demeanor... Yeah, I didn't. I thought about it, but I can't do a female. But the demeanor... and
You can't. Just try. I can meet you halfway in my head.
The demeanor and the tone that I'm delivering is how she's saying it. So like one of like arrogance.
Did you crop the rest of her cleavage, or just as far as it goes?
All right. Hello.
I don't think there's much more there. I should have left it all.
There's not much more there. There is a little bit
in there for John.
You could have cut it off the top of her head. Come on.
That's true.
It's not for me. It's for my character.
That's true. It's for Darian. Darian's a boob guy as well.
Wait, I missed everything. My power flickered.
No, you didn't miss anything. I stopped right whenever you.
Okay.
What was the last thing you heard? It brings me to my final point. I got to get back into
Another occupier.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Will, what was the last thing you remember?
She said that she implied that there'd be a group of us going on this thing, and that she'd reward me with whatever I wanted.
Okay.
I don't know if it was whatever you want. Right?
That's what she implied. But
It's like whatever you wanted within her power.
Oh.
So I'll just go back through what they're retrieving. Okay, so what you're retrieving is a small thing. It's a key to unlock a door that I need to open. I won't say anything more yet, but if you wanted to ask what my purpose was in wanting this thing, I would tell you it is to further the good of the realm, or something like that. If that isn't your fancy, then take your pick of something else, and it would also be that. She pauses for many moments. I don't like to explain myself. I will say, if you play our cards right, you'll one day get to know exactly what the door is I speak of, and maybe see what's inside it. And that brings me to my final point. Before you decide on this proposition I proposed, and before you dictate any potential reward, let me tell you something I haven't yet. You have my consideration right now. Weigh that in your mind. Whether my reputation precedes me or not, it is the truth. You're being considered. The fact that I am even speaking with you, that I am here standing before you, is of no small matter in this regard. Truly, the fact is, the real reward of this endeavor for you is this consideration, whether you understand this yet or not. I don't normally do this. In fact, I never do. current circumstances demand certain innovations in my thinking and planning. Know this, there are as many reasons to say yes to me as there are stars in the sky. If you say no, you'll likely never see me again. If that is something that interests you, then by all means, say the word. And she kind of like smirks here. Everybody roll a 20, add your charisma, and then everybody roll a 20 and add your history check.
Fucking 4.
Oh, the natty.
History modifier?
You said a history modifier?
Yeah, charisma and then
What does that
history.
mean?
So the first one will be charisma.
What the fuck is history?
Yeah, what's history?
History
you're-
is one of your skills.
On your
If you're
character
looking on,
sheet,
like, so you have your, like, attributes, and then there's, like, a couple sidebars next to them.
Okay.
should be skills. So like Agalor, yours is
Oh, I
plus
see.
3. I'm looking at right
23, suck it.
Is mine 0?
Yeah.
Plus 1 for
I mean, all
charisma.
100 of us got 20s.
0 or minus 1 for history?
You got -1?
For history.
Interesting.
now. You didn't study.
Alex is just goggling her in the brothel.
Yo. I
That's
have my
lore.
points
I mean,
in
that, you might
other
get inspired
baskets.
for that, Alex, based on what I know about your character.
You might be what?
Diving into some cheeks.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
I guess I should explain that to Kyle. So like inspiration, if you do something or make a decision with your character, it's never like a role. It's like, hey, I say this or I do this thing, and then I deem that to be in line with what I know about your character, or like it makes sense based on the backstory you've told me or your alignment. In certain circumstances, I can imbue you with inspiration, which is like a token. You can only get one of them, and you can use it, and then it's open again, and you can get another one. They don't stack or anything. But inspiration is just like you're rewarded for playing your character well, and then you can use that on any roll to get advantage. And advantage
Gotcha.
is where you roll 2 dice. You roll a d20 twice, and you take the higher. Disadvantage is the opposite, where you take the lower. But that's what inspiration is. And I like to dole that out for people if you play your cards right. Okay, so Darian and Agalor and Malos. Croonan and Sirocco less so. Y'all know, especially, I mean, I guess all 3 of y'all rolled really high. Dallas, Malos, and Agalor. Y'all know who Faye is. Like, once she tells you her name and you see, like, her beauty, I guess I could have told you this at the beginning, but you can just retcon it, that you would have known, you now know who this is. So her reputation for y'all did precede her. She is the former, like, Arch, which is, like, Archmage of Magia. Magia is just, like, the Mages Guild in the world. I don't know if y'all read that in the lore. So she's, like, the former Arch in, like, years ago of the Mages Guild, and she's been exiled for unknown reasons, y'all don't know why, for, like, years. So she, like, isn't part of politics. She's not part of the world anymore. Knowing that about her, you factor that into, you know, everything she just said and what you know. And Sirocco and Croonan's heard of her, but you know less. Sirocco, you're just, like, lost in her face and cleavage.
Okay. Based on that, I say it'd be an honor, and I agree to the task, having in mind what I want already.
Okay. Well, she says we can discuss your deemed reward at a future time, but for now, I guess I'll wait till everybody else's response.
I eagerly agree to the task.
Okay, Sirocco, what do
Just
you
for
think?
clarification, she said there was a lot of orcs at the site where we're getting the key.
So there's likely there'd be orcs because it's an orcish religious site. She
There
said like
what?
there's going to be all the manner of desert creatures. This Outlands are like, y'all would know this already. The Outlands is like desert, plains, hills, kind of barren. It's like kind of like a wilderness area that there's a lot of orcs, mercenaries, and, you know, wild animals that are dangerous to certain degrees. So y'all know if you would go into the Outlands, you'd be encountering all these creatures. The only new information she really gave is that the site is like an orcish religious site, so there might be orcs there and other mercenaries.
Well, I would definitely be in as well. That's what I tell her.
I reluctantly agreed, but only because I was already headed back out the Outlands anyway.
Okay.
I say whatever you want. I'll do it.
Should we do titties, girl?
I think I have an idea of what Sirocco's requested reward is going to be.
You don't know me.
Okay. So, yeah, she basically says to all of y'all that we can discuss the reward later. For now, she needs you to do something also. So she kind of like reaches out to like, she's like smiling. She reaches out to like touch you, and then everything goes black.
She vanishes.
Oh shit.
No? Oh, it goes black.
Everything goes black, you said?
Everything goes black.
Wow.
Okay, so now we get to play our
That didn't go how Alex expected.
So y'all need to...
This is not going to go how you think.
The whole brothel went black.
Okay, everybody should have their shit now. Alex, check yours.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so y'all... I'm going to position everyone.
Don't touch me.
That's where y'all are. So all of you wake up. Last thing you remember is the last thing I told you. Faye reaching out, smiling. Wake up in a field of fine grass, which is where you are right now.
So fine.
It's very fine. You're not sure where you are, obviously. The sun is shining brightly overhead. There's a gentle breeze caressing this grassland around you, like the light grass is like moving slightly at the breeze. And you can hear the waves of the sea nearby. So you look over behind you, you can just see that the ocean, there's like a cliff, y'all are suspended in there, and there's the ocean below you, like 30-foot drop or whatever into like a beach front. So y'all can hear the ocean. And one last detail, y'all are all butt-ass naked. And none of you don't have any of your shit.
We're all naked?
You're all naked as fuck. So you can't... You notice that there's...
Who's the most well hung?
Everybody roll.
Roll for...
Everybody roll. Everybody roll and add your Constitution modifier.
No, that's not fair. I'm legendary.
It's a bit chilly.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, 20?
Yeah. 1d20.
Oh god.
Fuck.
I saw you get him 6 and I was like, oh, he's done.
The dwarf is so well hung.
My big dwarf dick.
So Krunan has just got...
God, the monk
he's
too.
got a tripod.
Oh, shit. Slightly longer, slightly thicker.
No,
Wait, sorry,
Sirocco
you already
rolled
rolled.
the 6.
I rolled a 6.
You re-rolled. You cheater.
Reroll. I warmed it up.
I don't need my
I'd like to
dog.
use my bardic inspiration on the size of my wing.
Did you just, like,
I'm
get
gonna
a
lay hands on my wiener.
dick extension by, re-rolling?
Alright. I'm
Okay.
sorry I sent us down the tangent.
So
That
y'all
was
like
probably
look
for
around
initiative.
you and take the view in of your surroundings. This green box doesn't exist. Whoever drew that needs to delete it. Can't grab it. There it is. Okay. So you see three like blankets, like picnic blankets on the ground. There's one that's blue, one that's red, one that's yellow. They're all around the same size. And then you also see, so that's like right behind you. So y'all are all like sitting, and you stand up and see all this. And then over here on this X, you see a like huge spear in the ground with like a scarf around the tip of it, like blowing in like the breeze. That's like on the edge of the cliff over here. And then, so a little bit's revealed. Y'all look around, and you see some.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
Is that a horse?
So everybody needs to roll for initiative.
What do you add to your initiative roll? Anything?
Yeah, there should be an initiative.
Oh, I see it.
modifier
Initiative.
there.
There's an initiative modifier. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Is there?
Is initiative just a d20 plus your modifier?
Yeah.
I don't see an initiative modifier.
It's right next to your armor. It's like in the armor class.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Damn it.
Opposite ends of the spectrum on the dong, but we're initiative. Initiative.
Big dong, slow man.
Where I'm going.
Is that an owl bear?
Yes.
Is that a bad picture of Ho-Oh?
Of what?
Can't find anything without the white background, Dylan. DM.
This looks like those.
No, so
Those
there's
montage
tokens
parodies.
for everything. So this is a horse token over here, and this is an owlbear token.
Wait,
These
where
are-
the fuck is a horse token?
These are
Right above.
codals.
It's above me.
Oh God. Okay. And then there's like some Rayquaza shit.
Yeah. They're codals. They're like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like
Quaddles?
a drake.
A quarter?
Quaddles? Codal, whatever you want to say.
Jewish man, like you got a quarter?
Okay, so I'm adding y'all's turns. So if y'all click
Yeah,
over and
oh,
hit the
fucking 20s.
watch on the left, can y'all see the turn order?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all edit your own initiatives, or do I have to type that in?
We can.
Do it.
Yeah, we can
Type
edit.
in what you roll, but there's going to be a surprise round, so y'all are all after them no matter what.
Wait. Yeah, you gotta click enter though. There's gonna be a surprise round? You just told us?
Yes.
A surprise
So
round.
y'all, the order is just you make your own order after them. So what you see around you is 2 flying drake-looking creatures. Everybody can roll for nature to know what those are and everything else. Owlbears are kind of common, and this is not a horse over here. Y'all can roll for nature to see what it is. So y'all all roll nature for both the flying creatures and the other creature.
All right, I rolled. I got an 18.
Okay, so you know they're
What are we rolling? Nature?
codals. That
17.
are serpentine flying creatures with great intellect and insight. And you know that they will fuck your shit up.
And
But I don't
What-
share this information.
Why do I? I have a big dick.
Oh
it's okay.
god.
You got a big dick, but you don't know what a codal is. That's you. That's just like a god that's capable of destroying the world.
okay, wait. So we're naked with no weapons.
No weapons.
Around picnic blankets?
Yep.
It seems rude for these
Turtles?
creatures to have come into this.
So
Just having a
on your
nice
second
day.
nature roll for this horse-looking equine creature over here, you'll need to roll nature again.
It looks like a donkey.
14.
I'm a fucking elvish ranger druid. I don't know what the fuck a horse is.
Now you know what it is because of you're an elf, I guess. You would know. You don't even have to roll. I'll give you a 15 on it.
Whoa.
So you see that it's
I'm of the forest. I'm of
It's
the
a
animals.
unicorn. It's white and it has a horn. It's not a horse. Y'all,
Is it like the
you're
cabin in the
that's
woods unicorn where it's like gonna fuck your shit?
to the rest of y'all, it's just like a weird looking horse with a horn.
I'm gonna go ahead and and explain my revelation about the codal things to the group, even though I don't really know them yet.
Do we know they're... I guess we know they're there. We're not still all just wondering why we're naked.
We're just
y'all
Mario,
are
Who's
all
immediately in like
the dwarf penis.
Power Ranger fighting mode,
The dwarf peen.
but no one has any equipment, correct?
So
Peen.
the owlbear, is charging.
Oh no.
It's charging back here. What's your AC, Croonan? Your armor class. So on your character sheet, there should be AC, the big shield, armor class.
It's like kind of below your name. It's like kind of below your name.
It says 18.
Okay.
Is that like
So-
base armor class without armor?
No, I think that's with it.
Well, I thought we didn't have armor right now.
Yeah, you don't have armor,
Yeah,
so
we
that
don't.
would be including armor. So in order to get rid of armor,
Good thing I don't have armor.
Am I supposed to be doing something right
no, I was just looking at your character sheets, trying to see what your armor. Do you know what armor you're wearing?
now? I was trying to see that too. I don't know if I have.
Kyle, on the bottom left, there's a little box that should have your armor in it.
Who's
That's armor
snacking?
proficiencies.
Who's snacking?
Who's snacking?
Me.
Like mad?
So
Are you
without
smocking?
armor or shield,
Mad.
your armor
Smocking.
No, I'm
class
not.
is 10
Me?
plus dex
I
modifier.
I was. Kids.
Did y'all hear that?
No.
AC, when you don't have armor, is 10 plus your dexterity.
So
Dex modifier, sorry.
Yeah.
okay, so the owlbear is charging at you, Croonan, and it's bringing a claw down across your like torso.
Shit.
Okay, so you're gonna take 7 damage. So there's like a big red streak, and you feel the pain of the claw going into through your armor. I mean, through your not armor, through your bear skin.
Does he get a
He has bear skin?
armor class modifier for his peen? Did we take that into account?
Or does that count as a staff?
Oh, that's
It might come into play later. Okay, so the Codal over here is gonna fly, hovering above the tree. So
Going for a
Sirocco
soft
and Darian,
start.
Sirocco and Darian are y'all are gonna look. Y'all like it catches your eye because it's like flying over here. Y'all both roll perception, and Agalor as well. Roll perception for when you look over here in the vicinity of this tree. So you add your perception modifier, whatever that is, to this roll.
Okay.
And the other Codal is gonna fly over here.
Fuck!
This is
The worst nature man of all time.
Okay,
Here's why you're just
Darian
naked out there,
and
laying on a
Sirocco.
picnic blanket.
You see,
Are you taking me out of immersion?
Did I not get a attack of opportunity on this owlbear? Turning its back to me?
no, it charged in, so it didn't. It wasn't. In order to get an attack of opportunity, this is a PSA, I guess. You have to be. It would have had to have been in this space next to you, and then moved out of it, and not disengaged. So an action you can take is, if you want to ever avoid attack of opportunity, you just have to use disengage, and you can move half your speed. And it just means you're being more careful. You don't draw attacks of opportunity. But when something enters the space, like from here, it comes down and enters your space, you don't get an attack of opportunity. Okay, so the other Codal is going to fly down over here next to Malice, and it's about to make an attack. But first, Sirocco and Darian, both of y'all see that there's a crossbow in like the crook of this tree. Agalor, you do not see that shit. So the Codal is bearing down on Malos. It's going to reach its tail down at you and try to grasp you. And your AC is what?
13.
13? Okay, it's actually, you're going to be able to evade this grasp of its tail. You're able to dodge out of the way.
All right, sweet.
Um,
Hey, Dylan, how many feet are you square?
5.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's like right here. Sorry, I didn't move it all the way over.
All right.
Again, this is a spear over here, crossbow. Those would be the X's mean, just to be clear. Now it's the unicorn's turn.
Spear here.
Yep. Turns, it
crossbow's
looks
in
at
the
y'all,
tree.
Okay.
and then it turns back around and grazes under the tree. And it's Sirocco's turn. So again, you don't have any armor. You don't have any weapons. So you can use
Doesn't
unarmed
affect
strikes
you.
and whatnot, and you can move your full speed.
Yep.
So I guess now, since it's like everyone's starting your turns,
Why is my
who
speed not-
rolled really high on... No, that was for the Codals and the unicorn. Y'all didn't roll for the owlbear. Everybody rolled nature for the owlbear. So roll 20, add your nature check for the owlbear now that y'all are starting y'all's turns.
I already did that.
No, you rolled for Codal and the unicorn, just to know what the Codal was and to know what the unicorn was. Y'all all know what the owlbear is. This is for something different.
Oh.
Malos.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Didn't even see it.
I critically fucked up on the owlbear.
Okay, so Sirocco, let me hit you up with something in the. Sirocco, it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah. After I send this, you can
Okay.
start moving.
You can move as many feet as your speed, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So did you get my whisper, Alex? Sirocco?
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on your roll. Nobody else gained any insight from that roll.
Okay.
You can do double movement, right? If you sprint and you don't have any extra actions.
Yes. If
Oh, you can?
sprint, though, you do get every attack of opportunity if you run by stuff.
Where's your speed?
Wait, what do you mean every attack of opportunity?
So
Like,
it should be in the
Like
same
everything
thing
that
where
you would
your
run
armor
by
class-
would get an attack of opportunity on you. If you're
so
running.
if I ran, just for learning purposes, if I ran to this spear, that's 40 feet, that's what my speed is, I would get an attack of opportunity from the owlbear also, or is that not
Yeah,
close
they
enough?
would both
Yeah,
attack you.
both. If you took that direct path you just did, yes.
Okay, but if not, if I take an indirect path, and
Yes, you could. If you have enough
Jump.
speed, you can like flank and run around.
but if I don't have any other actions, then I get 2 movement.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You can still do.
Well then,
You can still do a
mean,
dash
I can-
action. This is called dash, and then you can also still do bonus action. So bonus action is like
Gotcha.
picking up something free action is saying something, you can always do that in your turn. If y'all want to have like
Okay, well then-
in the shared folder the 5e rules summary that has like a really good summary of everything you can do on your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move here. It's 25 feet. And then action. Move again.
Okay.
To the spear and pick up the spear.
Okay. Let me find what kind of spear it is real quick. But that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
It's Agalor's turn next. Remember, like, what everybody, like, y'all can... It's like the last free advice I'll give on certain things. But, like, y'all can say stuff as free actions. Not everybody knows everything right now concerning two major things.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that those were... I didn't know if you're whispering because that was supposed to be a secret, or if it was... Never mind. I got
It's up to you to-
It was just something
what
that
you know
I
what that is.
perceived.
How do I
It's completely up
thing
to
to
you.
come up?
How do you what?
Thing to come up so that I can see how far I can move.
Click
The
the
little ruler.
And you just click and drag.
All right, here the fucking thing to move. And does that trigger anything?
You moved from there to there? No.
Ready to make an impact.
Plan. Don't worry about me.
Anti-trigger.
Done.
Okay, so
Okay, who's next?
that spear.
John. Darian. Oh, spear.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's Darian's turn next, but Alex, that spear you just got, I was gonna send you a link to like what it is, but I'll just tell you because it's easier.
The spear.
The
with-
spear is just a 1d8 plus 1 damage, and his attack rolls or whatever your attack is.
1d8 plus 1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have a better name than just spear?
No, it's just you don't know if it has a name or not.
Okay. You said 1d8 plus...
So
and then
who
plus
rolled
my
highest
proficiency?
on knowing what codals are? I have another thing I need to impart.
Wait, didn't I shout what the codal was before the fight started?
Yeah,
Yes.
so who rolled the best is what I'm asking.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I know what the
So
codal
you know
was.
that codals are like super vulnerable to like arrows.
Okay,
you
I
could
shout
just say
that.
that you would have shouted that at the beginning if you
Yeah.
choose to do it now.
Yes, I do.
Am I able to shout what I know about
During your next
owlbears?
turn as a free action.
Oh, god damn it. I would be able to shout this at any point.
I am going to.
Well, this is
run
all
towards
happening
the
simultaneously, so you didn't think of it until the next 6 seconds, which is how long each of y'all's turns take. But it's all happening simultaneously. Just it's hard to do that. That's why it's turns. All right, what do you got, Darian?
I'll be right back.
Mount the unicorn, John.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to mount.
Bear
this
back
thing.
it. Yep.
Are you? What are you doing?
All right, Dylan.
You're coming up on the unicorn.
Sneak attack, jump on it.
That was my first move. It was 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get on the unicorn's back.
How are you gonna try to get on it? How are you gonna try to get on it? How? Like, describe what you're doing. Are you just
Alright,
like?
back.
Could use a spell. 'Cause we can do spells right now, right?
Yes.
Horse is going to be woozy, John. Just jump on it.
I'm just gonna.
You jump off the
it's
stump.
grazing, since it's facing that way, I'm just gonna jump over from behind and try to jump
okay.
on top of its back.
Okay. So I want you to roll acrobatics. This is Adam Sandler territory.
Ooh, no.
Okay. So as a reaction, I already rolled over here. As a reaction, the unicorn's gonna do a double kick of its hooves.
How did it know?
Back your way.
I was too
Are
loud.
those your final words, John? How did it know? The fucking unicorn.
Dylan's the horse.
Okay, so
I'm still like under the thing.
you're gonna get fucking shellacked in your jaw. You're gonna take 10.
Oh god!
Your jaw is fucking broken right now, Darren.
We're getting murked in the fucking intro encounter.
Yeah.
The unicorn is not even one of the enemies.
It's kind of like a reflex. It doesn't even turn as it does it.
John, you fucked up.
You go down to one knee. You're not. You're
I,
not
sh- I, I shake my head.
Okay. So now it's Malice's turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go over here and take a look at this blankie.
Okay. So did you disengage to move there out of the grips of the Kodal?
Well, it wasn't was it gripping me? It didn't even.
No, it wasn't gripping you, but you were like within attack.
It was standing over you.
Oh, okay. So if I disengage, do I?
Yeah, half move speed.
Okay. Well, so I'm. It's not very far to the blankie anyway. Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
That's why I was assuming you were.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. So you're there to investigate it, inspect it, see what it is.
Yep.
Okay. So roll investigation. You can also roll Arcana if you want to like try to magic detect. But I don't know how versed you are.
Arcana is not great. Whereas investigation is the same. Fuck. Okay, whatever. All right, let's do it. How is that possible? That's the second one in a row.
So you roll a 0. You roll
minus 1 in everything.
Critical misses don't exist on these skill checks, but this is what happens when you like you reach out to touch this blanket and just like lightly inspect it. You slip on like the fine grass, and you somehow like, and you can come up with this in your own head, but like you somehow the blanket wraps around your head and it starts to suffocate you for like a second, and like you're just you're struggling with this for a moment.
Okay.
It's not like dealing damage, but you're like it's like a huge like stubbing your toe. It's just it fucking doesn't make any sense. It's inexplicable, and you're in that for a second, and that's the end of your turn. And there's no magic.
But can I use can I use a bonus action?
The way I just pictured that is like Brule getting caught up in a blanket, and then like the camera's shaking.
Am I allowed to use a bonus action? I did that also. Okay, I'm gonna start singing a song and use my bardic inspiration on Sirocco. So
what is that?
Sirocco, you get in the next 10 minutes you can get 1 bardic inspiration die, which is a D6.
Okay.
And you can use that once to add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay. So 1d6 to any one roll I want.
Yeah, I sang you like a sweet, sweet song about being in the grass.
Okay.
Suffocating by a blanket.
Okay, so you keep track of that, Sirocco.
Okay.
All right, now Karina, your turn.
Me now?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna disengage from this bird that fucked me up. Yep. So that means I can only move like half as far.
Half speed, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I will try where you failed, Malos. Investigate this.
See the blankie?
The blanket. So,
the same one? Is Will still wrapped in it?
You only for a second.
Yeah, it was for a second. You felt for like a moment, like when you get the air knocked out of you and you feel like you're gonna die. That's what it felt like. It was like 1 second of abject terror, of like the blanket just suffocating you.
Okay, so I roll with my
This is not a hot start for our group.
investigation.
Investigation and Arcana. You can, both rolls.
Critted by a unicorn and
Do
a
I add them together? Or just...
No, they're each separate, and you add whatever your investigation modifier is to the first one, and then your Arcana to the second. So the results of that, you don't detect anything. It just seems like a normal blanket, and on the Arcana check, you're like pretty certain there's nothing magical about this blanket. It's just like a picnic blanket. If you're aware of what picnics are.
We fucked up.
I'm slightly farther away from the bird. What's it called again?
Owlbear.
Owlbear. All right, that's it for me.
Okay,
Owlbear's turn.
Owlbear.
What are you doing, John?
Yeah.
He's gonna look this way.
Oh God!
You notice it pauses for a second before it decides what it's gonna do, and then you see that it rushes. It's the same exact motion that you saw before, where it's like rushing as if it's gonna attack. It's aggressive, but it runs into this blanket, the blue blanket over here. It just starts like it runs at it, and then it gets there and it realizes it's not you, and then it turns to look at you, and its turn is over.
Huh.
Okay, this one, the Kodal, is gonna turn and attempt to grasp Darian with its tail.
Finished and he's done.
John's gonna die.
We're gonna have to find John in a closet, like Left 4 Dead style.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's reaching down with its feathered, long serpentine tail, Okay. So, John, you feel on your like naked body the slithering scales of this tail constricting you around your ribs, and you're lifted into the air. So you now have, let's put the status effect on you. You're now in the air. A little red dot means you're like not really able to move because you're in the air of the snake thing. Cool.
Okay.
The snakes.
How high does it go in the air? Like enough to run under it without danger because now it's occupied?
Yeah, you could run underneath it.
Alex said.
You'd have to like push past John's like naked, bloody, sweaty body. Darius' naked body.
I don't know if I'm bloody. I just got like kicked in the face.
There's
Maybe a
some
little
blood coming out of your face, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Face is fucked, John. You
Yeah.
took the hook to the face.
You took 10 points of damage to your face.
That's a lot.
It is.
You're
Don
fucking dead.
Draper's. That's how Don
You're
Draper's
like,
dad died.
you're permanently disfigured.
Okay, so Rocco, now the other Kodal is bearing down upon you. You're now holding the spear, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's gonna like buffet its wings and like reach down to like bite you. It has like a slithering tongue that comes out like a snake, and it's gonna deliver a bite. Make a saving throw on your Constitution. So roll a 20 and add your Constitution modifier, and then tell me what that is. Or
Plus one.
Chat.
Wait, what'd you say? Roll Constitution.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You're able to resist some like burning sensation that's in your blood as a result from this bite, but you do take 6 damage. It like bites your shoulder, so it doesn't just incapacitate you, but it hurts like hell.
I can't avoid or dodge at all.
It's a successful attack roll, my friend. Just to. What'd you
Bortles
say,
is
Alex?
God.
You said you had an ability.
Bro, the
Yeah.
Jags about to go to
I
the
have
Super
patient
Bowl?
defense. I can spend 1 Kai or key, however you want to say it,
Key.
to dodge.
Okay. So do you want to use that? What do you take half damage, or do you negate all damage?
Whatever the dodge action means. I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
It says dodge.
Or I can
Alright.
spend one point to take the disengage or dash, and jump distance is doubled.
Yeah, I mean you can use that, and it would negate the damage. Is how I would interpret that. Your back is
Alright.
to a cliff.
I'll spend 1. So I have 1 left.
Okay, so which way are you jumping? You're like jumping 5 feet or within your little square?
I'm going to jump. I don't know. Is this something that's in my imagination?
No,
I
you're
can
gonna
just
move.
say-
You're jumping out of this square and moving into another square. So tell
Yeah,
me.
I don't know what the dodge action mean. What does the dodge action give me in terms of?
You're just moving 5
Let me
feet.
check.
Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna say you're moving 5 feet because in order to dodge this attack, you're gonna have to like create some distance. So it has to be a 5-foot move. While you're deciding that, the unicorn is gonna turn. It's gonna step back and turn, and on the suspended Darian, the unicorn's gonna like make like a unicorn sound at you. Whatever that sound is, it's probably not the exact same as a horse because it's a unicorn. And it's going to make that in your direction as you're dangling. And then it's Sirocco's turn.
Okie doke. I'm going to. I'm not close enough to attack at the moment.
It's a spear. You should be able to.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
right.
mean, attacking from
Yes.
that angle right there, you can. I'll say that's an attack because it's big enough and the spear's long
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna attack the Kodal. That's 1d8, and then attack bonus is 6.
And then roll damage if it's a hit.
Oh, that's right.
Dylan, is the
Can I
attack
add
bonus
5 to that,
part
or
of the
do I do my
damage?
dexterity because I'm a dex
No.
check roll?
With an attack, it's just this is you're holding a spear and your attack bonus is like your ability with that weapon.
Okay.
So whether you're naked or not.
Okay.
So D20
Okay, so it's
plus
not damage.
Yeah.
That makes
So that's a
sense.
hit.
Okay. And then, so I don't add 5 to the other. I add
Yeah, and whatever it's like the plus
plus 3.
plus something stabbing.
Something. Okay.
Or piercing.
So then
Yeah, like what does
I
yours
have
say?
normally.
You had a normal spear, right? On your
Yeah, no. So my normal sphere is plus 3.
So this would be plus 4.
Yes.
1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
Okay. So you stab the spear into like the snake's like stomach area, and it draws some like green blood, but it doesn't look like it's causing that much
That
pain.
injured.
And you got it
Where do I,
good, so
keep
that's
my
like
notes?
disheartening to see.
Yes.
Aguilar's turn. Unless you want to say something.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, the end of my turn. And
Wait, that bonus action, my friend.
at the end of my turn, I'll take a bonus action and say that I'm pretty sure owlbears are enraged at certain colors, but I don't remember if it's blue or yellow. But I'm pretty sure it's blue. Maybe we could matador it into the ocean.
There it is.
Make that shit up.
I couldn't have written the script better myself. All right, Agalor, it's your turn.
Where's the battle music, Dylan?
Oh yeah, I forget about
play the theme song from Lance in Red.
Does anyone know how to keep notes, like within Roll20?
Get your notebook out, my guy.
Yeah, where the fuck
Get a
is
wide
that?
rule.
There's a journal, but it doesn't let me write anything in it.
Notebook. IRL. Can I just like inspect how badly John's doing? Face is fucked, and he's getting like held by this creature.
Hey, at least he's not attacking.
So if I cast a spell, do I have to like roll extra to not hit John?
No, it depends on what the spell was.
Was no, not Race. It's a cantrip, and attack. 1d8 fire damage.
For now, just if I say something, just remember it.
I got a lot of shit to remember already.
Well, write it down as I say it.
Okay.
So can I do the produce flame?
Yeah, you can do it.
The one that's holding John?
Yep. And then
What are you
can
gonna
just
try to
say,
do?
John, while you're while he's going, Darian is gonna try to. Your only real action is, I guess, to try to break free because you're suspended in air. But now that you're suspended in air, you have a really good look of the crossbow that's in the tree right there. You're like eye to eye with it. So you can go while this spell is trying to be cast by Agalor.
So can I try to command the beast? I have a spell where I can command and try to get him to drop me.
You could, that like might work, but you're pretty sure this thing is beyond what you can do with that spell. I'll just tell you that.
Okay. So roll to, I guess what would be the modifier to try to get out, to break free?
Say athletics.
Okay. Is the spear's not close enough to me. You said it's like eye level, but it's
crossbow.
Not, like, close enough to reach.
In the tree. It's a crossbow. Did I say spear? I meant crossbow.
No, it's crossbow.
Yeah, is it close enough to reach, or do I have to...
You'd have to do a little bit. You'd have to get there. You'd have to jump.
Okay, so I'll try to break free. And go towards the crossbow.
Okay.
So athletics is +5.
Shoot for the stars. Maybe you'll hit the moon. I like it.
Isn't shoot for the moon UNC missile enemy?
Oh god.
Oh no! It's Nancy Sandler. This is looking like Jason Statham. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get out of this, and you're gonna tell me how you do it. Okay?
Okay.
So you with your using your hands, you kind of like untie yourself from like the snake's coil, like perfectly. Like you're able to move its just like with the adrenaline through your body, you're able to move its grip on you. And then you're able to like leverage your body off of that to get the crossbow. So tell me like whatever you, and then from there you're able to land and you don't take damage. Also,
before I land, can I like do a 360 no scope on him?
Okay, now you're pushing your luck. But so you're able to grab the crossbow, get out of his thing, jump over, leverage it, grab the crossbow, and then now as you're falling to the ground. Slow motion, you're gonna turn and try to get a shot off because there is an arrow in the dock.
Do I have to roll again?
You're gonna have to roll for that. You're gonna have to roll for that, but I'll say that you because of that 25,
again?
Because of the 25, you do get this opportunity to try to hit.
Okay.
It's very difficult.
360 no scope.
It's very difficult what you're attempting to do. This 360 no scope.
Well, I feel like when you roll a 25, like you have to do 360 no scope.
Agreed. You have to.
You're gonna get it. John. You're gonna critically miss. face.
Faster than my fireball's gonna hit you.
What do I need to roll for, Dylan?
Do a normal. Let me think. Just do a normal attack roll. And add.
Okay, so no modifier.
Yeah, no, don't add any modifier.
Or I mean, so with the other attack bonuses, I get +5 normally. Should I do that or just nothing?
Just nothing.
What were you saying? What should I roll for?
Just roll normal. Don't add anything or anything.
Oof.
Ah, god damn it.
Whew. Okay, so I'll tell you what happens. You are able to are falling. Unicorn's watching all this, by the way. Just stoic with his horse eyes. And you fire, and you're able to pull the trigger. You're trying to aim for its general torso. You're not even trying to get a headshot or anything. And you fuck up a little bit. You miss mostly. But you see that the arrow does graze. It's basically a miss. This would be a miss in your mind. But for some reason, as soon as it grazes, the codal just disappears.
Oh.
So it's just gone.
Awesome.
Some shit's going down. This.
All planned.
So you land on your back, and you are just staring up with your crossbow out, and you look like Bruce Willis, like in any movie, where you're just you don't really know what you just did, but you knew it was badass. All right, so it's
Awesome.
Malice's turn.
No shit. Okay. I'm gonna go. Can I grab this blue blanket?
Yeah, so it ruffled it, the owlbear, when it attacked it, but it's just lying there. It's not standing on it, even though it kind of looks like it is.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna grab it.
Yep.
And so I've moved 15 feet.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back over here. And can I try to throw it on the codal?
Yeah. So do a strength check to see if you. I mean, it's not a heavy blanket or anything, but you're trying to throw it on something that's in the air. So
Yep.
just roll 20 and add your strength.
Okay. So. Woo!
Okay. So you fling it up there like a fucking pizza dough, and it lands. It drapes over the codal, and it's it's on it, and it can't really get it off immediately. It's over its wings. Okay. So if your turn's over, then it's Krunan's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna run.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna inspire Kyle.
Okay. Inspire is a bard ability?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. I only get 2 uses, and I've used it once already.
Okay, I'm gonna move down here, and then I'm gonna cast the spell of guidance onto Sirocco.
Guidance. So, what is that?
So he can roll a d4 and add that number to an ability check of his choice.
Okay, at any time.
Nice.
What happened when you tried to attack it, Alex?
I did damage, but it didn't seem to hurt it that bad.
Okay.
I did 8 points of damage to it. So 1d4 on top of any roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that into your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so the owlbear is now looking up.
Oh no.
And it's gonna do a little owlbear charge. Ooh boy. Okay. So it's gonna just charge, and it's gonna leap right here, right before it runs you over, Malice. And it's gonna leap over you. I need you to make a dexterity check for this, you being in the way of this freight train. So, okay.
18.
So you're able to hit the deck and dodge this shit. The owlbear. Oh, sorry, I'm moving yours. The owlbear just collides. It fucking brawn leaps. This is 03 prime brawn, and it just envelops the codal, and it sends them both hurtling over the edge of the cliff. And you hear the codal making its death cry as they fall into the ocean. Sirocco and
You're welcome, guys.
Krunan, both
Can't
of
the
y'all
owlbear
look
fly?
over the edge, and you see in the tumult of them falling over the edge, the owlbear is like tackling. It has like the blanket on it now, and the Kotal's just like gone. So the owlbear is just like roaring as it hits, like descends into the ocean. So the unicorn kind of gets on its hind legs and just like runs away. And as it's running away, y'all hear. That's kind of like the end of like combat. So y'all are now like all like recovering yourselves from what happened. The unicorn just like sprints away at like an obscene speed, and y'all all like as you're collecting yourselves hear. You hear like something coming from the sky. Like there's like nothing there, but you can hear something. And 1 second there's nothing. The next second you see a giant winged beast like land right here in the center. I don't think I have a token for this because I'd have to pay for it. No, I do. Awesome. This is free as fuck. You see a chimera land. Like y'all
fucking chimera.
With this. It just lands in like the center
He's a
of y'all,
lich.
like in the midst. John's like retconning like previous universes. You see it land here, and it just like all three of its heads like roar at you, and it's Agalor's turn.
Just go ahead and jump off the cliff, Joe.
Could I like some shit to try to see what the fuck that is?
Yeah, you can roll nature to see.
Do we all need to make?
Yeah, you can all make nature
Check.
checks. I mean, there's a chance one of y'all wouldn't know what a chimera is, but
Can I do a perception check instead of a nature?
yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can do a perception as well. There's kind of general perception going on. I mean, it
Okay.
certainly looks real. It like the ground shakes as it lands, and
4. Fuck. I was at a 23 potential.
okay. So has everybody rolled? Who hasn't?
What did you say? Roll what again?
Like a nature or perception, whatever you want. Okay, 2 things from those rolls. Malice, you notice, I mean, everybody notices this, but you have a little bit more insight into what it could mean. You notice, like, the fur, the mane on the lion's head is, like, crimson red. And Sirocco, with your roll, you are, like, you see the chimera and, like, you're terrified, but you have, like, you're, like, slightly aroused. And you don't know why.
Wait, it's my roll, you said?
I know why.
To Malice's roll, yeah, you notice the red mane, and Sirocco's roll is he's aroused. But it's Agalor's turn.
Oh, well, I'll cast Produce Flame
Okay.
for damage. Or actually, whatever.
What is produce?
Roll for attack. You can also attack with the flame when you cast a spell. Roll a
Produce
flame at a
flame,
creature
ranged
within 30
attack.
feet.
10-foot radius, 30 feet. You make a ranged spell attack on a hit, so you have to make a attack roll. All right, that is a miss.
No, I miss.
So it's able to use its wings to like put out the flame before it touches it.
I'll move. Can I still move to where John is?
Yeah, you can move. So it's Darian's turn now.
Do I still have like bolts in the crossbow to try to shoot the chimera with?
Yeah, there's like a quiver on the crossbow that has like a couple more bolts.
Okay.
Can I, I'm not allowed to do anything right now, am I?
Yeah, we can say you can say something if you wanted. Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, no. Never mind. I won't. Well,
What's the range on the crossbow? Can I try to shoot the
It's like
chimera?
60 feet or something. It's like 60 or 30. I mean, I don't know, but it's within. You're within range right now.
Okay, so I'll just try to shoot it with the crossbow.
Okay. So you can attack. You can add your dexterity modifier to whenever you shoot it.
Okay, no dex modifier. Oh god. No.
That goes.
Alright, well,
uh,
I think that's a strong miss.
So after you miss, the chimera turns to you as it knows, like you and Agalor just tried to both attack it. It turns and it says to each of you, it's talking, which is something that chimeras, based on your knowledge of them, cannot do. Y'all, it's a poor showing from you two.
It told us we have a poor showing.
Yeah,
What?
there's a tone. There's the familiar tone to it also. Yeah, Malice, it's your turn. This will happen during your turn, I guess.
okay. I'm I'm gonna slowly walk towards the Chimera.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on it, and I'm gonna sing a song, like a folk song about. Oh, I'm presuming that you said Faye is like a pretty legendary person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I can I presume there's like songs and stuff about her,
Yes,
and I would know
there
them
would
because
be.
I have expertise in history.
Yeah, you can roll for how well you would know one of these songs in your adding your history, but I mean, I would say that you'd know at least one.
Okay, all right. I start singing that and use my bardic inspiration on the Chimera.
Okay, so
You just
as
buffed
this
our
is
name.
happening, there's like a swirling like magic sparking like spiral around it, like a Disney film, like when some princess is getting like transformed, and it turns into Faye. So the Chimera just like goes down into the form of a person, and she's like smiling and she's like golf clapping and she thanks you for your song, and then she snaps her fingers and like the whole like area around you turns into, it like fades away. You're not on the balcony, there's no ocean, and you're like on the ramparts, or like a huge balcony of like a castle, and you look around you and you see the ocean, but you're much higher up, and she says, "Welcome to my home." And y'all can react to that at least.
Are we still naked?
You're still naked.
Roll the boner check.
Well, at least one person doesn't have to roll, and that's Sirocco.
Oh, Croonan, no. I was hoping for the...
Bulge.
Yeah.
Well,
Full
roll
raging boner
means
on the-
yes, you are.
Okay, I get so
I thought it was like half chub.
writing it poorly.
Yeah, you're half chub.
Malice is three-quarter chipping.
I mean, didn't the Chimera just turn into it? Like, maybe Malice is almost like hitting her with it.
Wait, I thought high was no boner.
High is you resisting it, yeah.
Shit, everyone's half
He's
chipping.
doing well.
Everyone's like kind of aroused.
Yeah. So she like puts her hands up and she says, "Before you say or do anything rash, let me explain what just happened." It's like this was a form of trust exercise for her and for y'all. There was never really any danger, and like you notice, Croonan, I guess you were one of the ones that got like harmed the most.
Yeah, I got
and
fucked up.
John, y'all notice like your wounds were like kind of illusory, like you don't have the cuts or bruises that you thought you had. And so she's explaining like this was an illusion. She projected all of you, not including your clothes, into the astral plane, and she made all of this look real. And y'all were never in any real danger unless, the caveat she gives is, unless you attacked the unicorn. And then John realizes his jaw kind of hurts. Darian's jaw like is kind of still fucked up. It's not broken, but there's some pain there. And she explains that y'all have some work to do, but she was happy with what she saw. Obviously, what you were supposed to do, y'all figured out. So this was a way for her to vet y'all as a group that she could trust.
Everybody sucks except for me.
So now, after this, she feels comfortable sending you on your way to retrieve the item that she wanted. And then, so this is like on her balcony, and like there's like it's like huge. There's a grand room before you where she has like her study, and y'all are just on the outside of this. And you see from inside another person walk out, and she's like, "I want to introduce to you to Raphael Azor. He is my second in command, I guess you could say, and he's an expeditionary, a warrior, a friend, and he will be leading your group to the destination. Please gather your things." As she says this, like there's your armor, weapons, and stuff are laid out for each person. She needs you to suit up and follow him through this gate when ready. And then there's like a mirror walkway that is leading out into what looks like the desert or the outlands.